gray blade, throwing these trees, working to the grave. I pull my boots on while the holler's still dark, before the first bird sings or the hound can bark. The gravel crunches under a heavy stride, with the ghost of the moon as my only guide. The iron gates groan in the frozen dew, a world of pine and oak waiting to be pushed through. The smell of sap is thick enough to chew, old machines humming a song, the working man's blues. My hands are mapped with the scars of the trade, counting every dollar the blade is made. Where the grain meets the bone and the cold hard steel, turning the crank of a relentless wheel, lifting the mountain plank by plank, stacking up the lumber, filling up my bank. Muscle and timber in a desperate dance, not privilege here, just a working man's chance. I throw the cedar like a dead man's weight, fighting the clock at the factory gate. The solder settles in the creases of my skin, a heavy price to pay for the shape I am in. The scream of the teeth through the heart of the tree is the only choir that sings for me. My back is a bridge, that fire and smoke is what I used to man. Counting down the hours to the day's bitter end, but the wood keeps coming in a tidal wave, from the first light of birth to the edge of the grave. Sweat turns to salt on a weary brow, there is no rest for the working man now. Where the grain meets the bone and the cold hard steel, turning the crank of a relentless steel, lifting the mountain plank by plank, stacking up the lumber, filling up my bank. Muscle and timber in a desperate dance, no privilege here, just a working man's chance. Well, the sun slips down beneath the jagged hill, and the roar of the motor finally goes still. The silence is a coat that I wear back home, through the quiet streets where the tide been roam. Here the grain meets the bone and the cold hard steel, turning the crank of a relentless steel, lifting the mountain plank by plank, stacking up the lumber, filling up my bank. Muscle and timber in the desperate dance, no privilege here, just a working man's chance. Now I sit in the chair as the midnight creeps, rolling the green while the neighborhood sleeps. The smoke is a ladder climbing up to the sky, watching the heavy world drifting on by, till the clock strikes the early rise, and the dust of the mill returns to my eyes.